Hello, everybody. I am Barnaby Jones, the founder of Cryptids, Anomalies, and the Paranormal Society, and your host for CapCon 2026. Coming to you Saturday, May 9th from the Radisson Hotel and Conference Center in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We are going to go through some updates and cool stuff for you about the convention here. So, first off, we want to go through round one of the guest speaker announcements that kicked off a few months ago back with Christopher Duncan, who is a remote viewer. He was featured on Expedition Bigfoot on 2 episodes. He came out and did a military experiment with them, testing the biological frequencies of certain animals, as well as he did some remote viewing on the show that had some interesting results for the team. Then, guys, we are going to be doing a casting workshop with Dan Nedrello. He is a biologist and field researcher from Wisconsin that does a lot of herpetology and other biological interests. So he'll be there doing a casting workshop. Jeff Finnup from Badgerland Legends will be joining us to talk about kids' legends. We have a special kids program section, short 30-minute presentations. Jeff Finnup will be one of them. Kelly Milner Halls, a children's book author, nonfiction, as well, talking about all kinds of cryptids, aliens, ghosts, and more, all of her presentation. Lauren Smith from Night Callers Bigfoot Radio will be there to talk about Littlefooters, how to get your kids involved in Bigfooting. She'll be doing another one of the 30-minute presentations. And then Jeff Finnup joins us again for a special UFO UAP panel. On this panel, we have Dustin Shuda and Jeff Screedy, Zach Screedy, Jeremy Socha, and Ian DeGraff are going to be part of that panel. Then, guys, Christina Bloom is going to be featured in the second speaker room at 6 p.m. doing a seance. So something cool that we haven't done at our convention before is that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the second round of guest speaker announcements, as of January 1st, tickets are available, so you guys can go and get your tickets for this event. But here is the second round of guest speaker announcements. Starting off myself, I will be doing a presentation or a workshop on exploring the paranormal and all about the electromagnetic field spectrum, EMF meters, REM pods, how they work, and why we use them in paranormal investigating, some about spirit boxes and other pieces of equipment. So if you're more interested in the tech side of the paranormal world, we will give you a full in-depth workshop on that. One of my team members, Chris McCreary, is going to be doing a survival workshop teaching you guys how to be prepared for whatever happens out in the woods, some basic survival techniques and some things that are definitely worth having along with you. Ellie Weisensell from the CAPS team as well will be teaching you an introduction to communicating with the spirit world, how to keep yourself safe, and best ways and practices for communicating. Joining us this year, Jay Bachochin of Wisconsin Bigfoot fame will be coming in to talk about his latest documentary, Finding J3, The Kettle Connection, as well as his other works talking about Bigfoot and the Kettle Moraine of Wisconsin. Joining us on our Bigfoot expedition, paranormal researcher will be working 3 times the jobs for us this convention. Larry Eisler III will be joining us. He is going to be doing a presentation on some spooky, scary things that he has captured, as well as a workshop on paranormal photography, how to debunk things and what to look for and how to best take pictures. He will also be joining us on Friday night for the Bigfoot expedition for the first time. Lee Hampel from Wisconsin as well will be doing a presentation update on his property, which has been dubbed the Wisconsin Skinwalker Ranch. Everything from UFOs, UAPs, balls of light, the Beast of Bray Road, the Wisconsin Dog Man, all kinds of weird phenomenon. His property has it all, and it is a very normal looking hayfield that is extremely weird. He has been featured on such TV shows as Expedition X with Josh Gates. Coming to take you on a paranormal vacation, Sylvia joins us here, and she is going to be talking all about paranormal, interesting spots from haunted zoos and amusement parks and other haunted attractions around the United States. So the next time that you're out on your family vacation, you might be able to do some paranormal research as well. Terry Cullen joins us to talk about his first-hand experiences with the Minnesota Iceman. Way back to when it was first touring in Wisconsin, he got a chance to see it when it was partially thawed in Milwaukee, and talks about the actual specimen before it was replaced with the replica years later, and what he saw and why he does not believe that it's actually a Bigfoot, but another unknown creature. Joining us for our psychic gallery reading. That's right, we have a seance and a gallery reading. We have Terry Flick. Terry is known for running other conventions all over the state of Wisconsin with the Soul and Synergy Group, or the Beyond the Veil shows and expos all over Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Iowa. And he joins us to do a special gallery reading this year. Tobias Wayland will be joining us to talk about the Lake Michigan Mothman sightings. Ever since 2017, strange flying humanoid creatures have been seen up and down the coast of Milwaukee and Chicago, and even into the Madison area of Wisconsin and beyond over into Indiana and Ohio. So what's going on with all that? Get a update from the one and only Tobias Wayland of the Singular Fortean Society. And ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to announce that main eventing speaker room number 1 will be the one and only Ken Gerhard. This time, Ken is coming to talk to us about lake and sea creatures, different cryptids that are thought to roam the lakes, rivers, and seas all over the United States and beyond. What these things possibly could be, what DNA tells us, and most importantly, his most recent expeditions over to Loch Ness itself to be part of the largest search of Loch Ness for these creatures. But that's not all. Ken Gerhard will also be joining us for the Friday night Bigfoot expedition. Lauren Smith, Chris McCreary, Jay Bachochin, myself, Ken Gerhard, and Larry Eisler will all be part of this expedition. You will get a chance to go out into the woods on Friday evening before the convention and do some real Bigfooting with us. Get the chance to use some equipment and try out some different techniques and ways to search for Bigfoot, get to ask some questions, and hang out with all of us on this event. Tickets are very limited to this. We want to make sure everyone has a good time, and we're not overloading the woods with people. So if you're interested in that event, get your tickets soon. But if you want to bring your kids out to a special Bigfooting expedition, we will be doing a kids expedition with Lauren Smith and Kelly Milner Halls, myself, and Chris McCreary from the CAPS team. We'll be doing a daytime 1-hour Bigfoot hike that will be more of a Q&A and kind of basic introduction to Bigfooting 101 for the kids. All kinds of things about different adaptations of these creatures, why we believe that they're in our area, and what they can look for, and how to stay safe in the woods while doing it. So that kicks off our event on Friday, May 8th. And then first off, on Saturday the 9th, our convention kicks off with our Speaker Room 1. Jay Bachochin kicks off at 11 a.m. with the Wisconsin Bigfoot Kettle Connection. 12 p.m. Lee Hampel talks about the Beast of Bray Road and Wisconsin Skinwalker Ranch. 1 p.m. we break for lunch. 2 p.m. is Terry Cullen, talks about the Minnesota Iceman. 3 p.m. Tobias Wayland, 4 p.m. Ken Gerhard, and 7 p.m. in Speaker Room 1 will be the Psychic Gallery reading. In Speaker Room 2, kicks off at 10:30 a.m. with Christopher Duncan, who will be doing a presentation on remote viewing and Expedition Bigfoot. At 11:30, Lauren Smith will kick off our kids' presentations with the Littlefooters presentation. At 12 p.m., Kelly Milner Halls takes over with Research and Kids and all of her kids' books. At 12:30 p.m., Jeff Finnup joins the stage with Urban Legends for Kids. Then we're going to break for lunch in that room at 1:30 p.m. before picking back up at 2:30 p.m. with the UFO UAP panel hosted by Jeff Finnup, Dustin Shuda, Jeremy Socha, Zach Screedy, and Ian DeGraff on that panel. At 3:30 p.m., Larry Eisler talks about the scariest locations from Expedition Entity. 4:30 p.m., Sylvia Schultz joins the Paranormal Vacation. And at 6 o'clock p.m. in Speaker Room 2, Christina Bloom's Seance. So the Seance and the gallery are staggered so that if you are interested, you can still do both. We also have workshops throughout the day in a third room, kicking off at 10 a.m. when doors open. Casting Make and Take with Dan Nedrello will be at 10 a.m. All of the workshops are $30 a piece, and a lot of them come with things that are either make and take or raffle or something of that sort that you get to take with you. So the make and take, we will be doing actual casts in that room, teaching you how to pour plaster mold, how to properly document your evidence that you find in the field. At 11 a.m., Spirit Photography, Spirits, Dusts, and You with Larry Eisler III. At noon, Everyday Tools for Spirit Communication and Energetic Protection with Ellie Weisensell. 1 o'clock, lunch break, again for the workshop room. And then at 2 p.m., we restart with Chris McCreary, Survival 101, Do's and Don'ts, Don't Die in the Woods. At 3 p.m., you are joined by yours truly for the Science of the Paranormal. Everyone that joins this will get a wand-style EMF reader to take home and use for their paranormal research. This is basically an EMF meter, just a little bit different style. So you get a new piece of equipment for those that come and join this class. And finally at 5 p.m., remote viewing workshop with Christopher Duncan. This is expected to sell out. So there are also going to be additional workshops at 6 and 7 if available. He has agreed to do multiple sessions if this one does sell out. Again, space is limited for all of these. They are 30 people per class, small, very personal rooms. You get to ask questions, interact, and a lot more personable than a large presentation room. So these are going to be very tight-knit little groups that you get to actually learn, ask questions, and get your answers for that stuff more classroom style. Saturday VIP tickets are available as well. So a VIP ticket covers all the Saturday events, not the Bigfoot hikes on Friday. Those are a separate ticket. But Saturday, if you get a VIP ticket, it covers your general admission and all of the classes, workshops, and gallery and seance. So if you get that, you can go to any of the seance or the gallery or both, whatever you'd like to do, as well as any or all of the workshops are included in that VIP ticket. So once you purchase that ticket, you will get a little survey at the end. They'll ask which workshops you plan on attending. And you can check one, you can check all of them. It is completely up to you. You have the option to do all of them. The only reason that we are offering this survey is because we need to know how many seats will be taken up in each class by the VIPs. So if you think you might take that class, make sure to check that box so that we have enough chairs and don't overbook those classrooms. So the VIP gets you into all of that except the Friday stuff. So anything that you can do Saturday is included in a VIP ticket, and those are very limited because with the workshops, there's a limited seating in the workshops, so we have to make sure that we have room for everyone. So there's limited of those. There you go. All right. And then, guys, if you guys are interested in the 2026 Capcom Convention t-shirts, you can pre-order your t-shirts this year. We had some certain sizes sell out last year, so we want to make sure that everyone that is interested in a shirt gets the shirt in the size that they would like. So you can go online, and after you purchase your tickets, you can go to the link, and up until March 1st. So there is a cutoff of these shirts because we do have to have them printed, ordered, and get them by the time of the convention. So we have a pre-sale cutoff of March 1st. We will have t-shirts for sale at the convention. We just will have limited numbers of certain sizes, obviously, and we won't be able to accommodate all sizes and styles. If that's something that you want, make sure that you pre-order so that we can get that for you, and make sure that you get a convention t-shirt and have a wonderful convention experience. With that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for your interest in Cryptids, Anomalies, and Paranormal Convention 2026, coming to you from Fond Du Lac, Wisconsin, the Radisson Hotel and Conference Center. So if you guys have any questions about this event, feel free to email us at wisconsincaps@gmail.com or head on over to wisconsincaps.com, click on the link, or wisconsincaps.com/cap-con-Wisconsin for the direct link to that. And tickets are available on the website. You can find them there, or you can find us on Facebook at the Cryptids, Anomalies, and Paranormal Convention. Just click on that and you can find a link to tickets there, or anywhere that you go with caps or anything. It's pretty easy to find tickets and stuff. So hopefully we see you guys there, and have a great year.